Hello, friends. Today, we're talking about rapper Lil Ronnie, an innocent soul, a rising star, who was mercilessly murdered just a week ago. He was not just a talented musician, he was a symbol of pride for the black community. But, just like King Von a few years ago and Nipsey Hussle before him, he was taken away too soon. In Atlanta's black community, it has become heartbreakingly common for small disputes to turn into matters of life and death. Grudges are held onto like poison, and when they explode, they leave behind lifeless bodies, shattered families, and mothers drowning in grief. Gang rivalries have turned into a never-ending cycle of violence, where one murder leads to another, and each killing becomes just another breaking news headline. But let's be honest, neither the US government nor any advanced system in the world can stop this madness. How can they? No one knows when or where the next crime is being plotted. Even with all their technology and intelligence, they have failed. The most painful part? It's not outsiders destroying the black community. It's their own people, killing their own, treating their own like enemies. Lil Ronnie's murder in Forest Hill is yet another reminder of how deep this hatred runs. But before we go further, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because awareness is the only hope we have left. One of the most shocking aspects of Lil Ronnie's murder is the age of his killers. One was just 21, the other 23. What's even more disturbing, this wasn't their first crime. They had already served time for even more brutal offenses. In America, 18 is when a child is officially considered an adult, but in the black community, crime welcomes them long before that. Instead of guiding them towards a better future, society seems to be pulling them straight into the abyss of violence. As soon as they hit 18, they start keeping company with criminals, and from there, it's only a matter of time before they cross the line. Another sickening reality? Crime has become a way to get famous. In Atlanta's black community, there are people who commit murders just to get their names in the news. They don't just do it, they celebrate it. While an average American might change girlfriends every 2 years, these young men in the black community commit a crime, stand trial, serve their sentence, and return to the streets, all in the same time frame. And then there's the way Lil Ronnie was murdered. His killers had no shame, no hesitation. They hunted him down in Texas like he was nothing. He tried to escape, ran with everything he had, but the place had been carefully chosen. There was no way out. No matter how fast he ran, fate dragged him right back in front of the killers. They shot him dead, cold-blooded, heartless. Now, whether Lil Ronnie rests in heaven or hell, only God knows. But one thing is certain, God, aside from the CCTV cameras, was the only true witness to this crime. So far, police investigations suggest that Lil Ronnie was innocent. He had nothing to do with the criminal world. But the truth is still unfolding. Though his killers were arrested within hours, many questions remain unanswered. Lil Ronnie was also an emerging millionaire. Could it be that he was punished for refusing to pay extortion money? This wouldn't be surprising. Criminal gangs in the black community are always watching, waiting to leech off anyone who succeeds. But perhaps the most heartbreaking reality of all? The jealousy, the pure, bitter envy. If a young black man works hard and earns his success, instead of being celebrated, he becomes a target. Not of admiration, but of resentment. This poisonous jealousy has led to countless murders. Materialism has infected the community so deeply that if you look at any rapper's profile, you'll find them posing with stacks of cash, smoking, drinking, trying to prove they've made it. But with every picture like that, admiration grows, yes, but so does hatred. And that hatred often ends in bullets. Look at Lil Ronnie's music, his lyrics. Bold words, fearless claims. But when death knocked on his door, all that so-called bravery disappeared. He ran like a donkey whose backside had been smeared with chili paste. If you've ever been to downtown Atlanta, you know about the donkey races, where they put chili paste on the animal's anal canal to make it run faster than ever. That's exactly how Lil Ronnie ran when he saw his killers. But what good was it? He couldn't outrun death. The real question is, when will this bloodshed end? How many more Lil Ronnies will be murdered? How many more black mothers will weep over their sons? Lauren London, Nipsey Hussle's girlfriend, has been drowning in grief for 6 years now. She never remarried, never dated again. The pain of losing someone to murder is a wound that never fully heals. Some move on quickly, others take a lifetime. After Nipsey's murder, people raised these same questions, begged the government to take action. His killer was caught, sentenced. And yet, not long after, rapper King Von was shot dead. And before we could even process that tragedy, Lil Ronnie was killed. And so, the cycle of grief continues. Who knows how many more heartbreaks are waiting for the black community? Who knows how many more mothers will bury their children? If you have something to say, share your thoughts in the comments below. And spread this video. Maybe, just maybe, the government will wake up. Maybe, just maybe, people will start taking a stand against crime before it's too late.